Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm going to show you a video here in a moment. Buckle up for this one. This is along the lines of RFK Jr. and his poetry that he wrote, American Canyon, to Olivia Nuzzi, if you saw that video that I put up on my backup account. So, I don't know when it was, a year or so ago, Bill Maher made a joke at Laura Loomer's expense. Laura Loomer, conservative MAGA activist, proud Islamophobe, transphobe, whatever. And so she sued him for defamation. And there's a legal organization that did a recap of some of her deposition testimony that I'm going to play for you here in a moment. It's worth the watch. It really is. Yeah, just watch. You'll enjoy this.
Recently, self-described white nationalist, free speech absolutist, and proud Islamophobe Laura Loomer sat for a deposition. In November of last year, Ms. Loomer sued HBO and Bill Maher, the political commentary and TV host, for this joke on his TV show.
I think maybe Laura Loomer's in an arranged relationship to affect the election because she's very close to Trump. She's 31. Looks like his type. We did an editorial here a few years ago. It was basically, who's Trump? I think we may have our answer this week. I think it might be Laura Loomer. I'm just saying.
Ms. Loomer alleges that the statements credibly accuse her of having an affair with Donald Trump, and she denies having any sort of sexual relationship with the president. So what's interesting about Ms. Loomer is that while she describes herself as a free speech warrior and a free speech absolutist, she has filed a defamation suit. Now, generally, free speech absolutists believe in no restrictions on speech-related activity and generally oppose defamation suits. But Ms. Loomer admitted during her deposition that her free speech absolutist stance apparently doesn't apply when people lie, especially when they lie about her. I fight for freedom of expression and free speech, but that doesn't include malicious lies, including the lie that I had sex with President Trump. Granted, it is true that free speech doesn't include defamation, but it's going to be the court's job to determine if Mr. Maher's jokes qualifies as a joke or as defamation. Now, the court in Florida proceeded in Ms. Loomer's case all the way to the deposition stage. Part of the deposition process is for opposing parties to present evidence to discredit the other party's claim, or to at least see if they can, ascertain any statements to impeach or discredit the other side. So one piece of evidence One piece of evidence included during the deposition was a tweet published by Loomer herself. And the tweet read, "Why is it that the only thing Kamala Harris ever talks about is babies? The only thing this DEI ever talks about is babies. Have you noticed that? Meanwhile, she sucks so much to get to the top throughout her career, but she doesn't have any biological children of her own to show for all that she swallowed." Now, things got especially tense at the deposition when Ms. Bolger, attorney for the defendant, Mr. Maher and HBO, asked Ms. Loomer about this statement in particular. You wrote, "Stop talking." You wrote a tweet that says that Kamala Harris has an infested Now, being the First Amendment warrior you claim to be, and admit that you were saying that the Vice President of the United States has an infested admit it, because that's what you were doing and everybody knows it. The attorney for Loomer pipes in and says, "Let's say it." And then Loomer shouts, "This is coercion. You just told me to stop talking. I'm not going to talk. I'm not going to be coerced. You're asking me to say something. God, you're a coward." That isn't true. I'm not a coward. You're a coward. You won't even admit what you did. I'm not a coward. I'm not just going to be. This First Amendment warrior won't admit it. And perhaps the most bizarre moment happened when it came to Loomer's comments about Marjorie Taylor Greene shoving Arby's in her pants. Specifically, Loomer posted, "Hey Marjorie, remember when you destroyed your family so you can have with a, you know how to Zafgif? Zangif? Can you look up what a Zangief cosplayer is? I don't even know what that means. Like, I'm a vegetarian. Zangief cosplayer. Tell me again how you and the Arby's in your pants." This comment prompted this line of questioning. Can you explain to me what it means to say to her that the Arby's in her pants? Objection, relevancy, answer the question. Arby's sells roast beef. Right. Can you tell me why you were talking about the Arby's in her pants? Well, it's just an expression. What's that expression trying to convey? It conveys the reason why she got a divorce by her own admission. Because she had roast beef in her pants? Yeah, she put roast beef in her pants. That's what you're trying to say? You're literally saying that she put Arby's in her pants. I'm saying so literally, it's so ridiculous. I'm saying she literally put Arby's in her pants. Yes. Now, the key takeaway, if there's anything that we can learn from the Loomer deposition, is this. If you're going to sue for defamation based on a joke that you're having an affair with the president, don't be surprised when your own jokes and sexual comments about politicians come up during your deposition.